What's up, guys? Are you guys in the market to finding out how to wrap the world's hardest fenders for the WX? Well, this is the video that's perfect for you because this thing is freaking hard, bro. Alright guys, so welcome to the video. It's your boy Johnnee here. We're actually working on our buddy Jacob's fenders for his WX STI. It is in satin dark gray. You guys check out the video. Here's some clips of that. Alright, so back from that. So yeah, these are his fenders here. He was just basically in the market to he was just online and he was just searching up a bunch of different parts for his car, and he's like, how can I ruin Johnny's Saturday afternoon? Oh, this is how he could ruin my afternoon. Anyway, as you guys can see, this is a very difficult looking fender. It's such a small part of the car, but just all the different vents and stuff, it looks pretty crazy. And we just thought it'd be really fun to show you guys in depth how the heck we're gonna wrap this guy and how cool it's gonna look at the end.
The fuck is that? Flying in my mouth. Let's get the fuck out this country, mother.
I just swallowed some sand. Anyway, so first things first, let's give this fender a quick wet sand just to get it all smooth, because as you guys can see, they're all primered out, and for some reason they're primered in military matte green. So, some water, some 2000 grit sandpaper, spray, rub away. So next step, make sure you guys remove all the different vents, all the different mesh and stuff. The reason for that is because when we wrap this, we want to make sure that we can actually go ahead and wrap in and around. Because this is a fiberglass fender, all that stuff is very important to make sure that this is gonna stick and it's gonna last. So I think it's just a couple little metal tab thingies. I'm gonna take this pick tool and I'm gonna start popping these little vents off. So now these are all off. It's very I would say it would be a good idea to take pictures of where all of these go. For this fender, it's a small one, a medium one, and a bigger one. So I don't really need to remember where everything goes, but I've been in situations before where we have a bunch of different mesh, and at the end it's just I hope this goes here. So make sure you guys take pictures. For this one, it's super easy to remember, but that's just one of those little things that you guys might want to do. Now this thing is pretty much all ready, still a little wet, so I might actually go ahead and give it a quick clay bar just to make sure all the sand completely comes off, all the dirt, all that grimy stuff, and then we're ready to start wrapping. So now this is basically pretty much all prepped. We're gonna start working on the inlays. This is primered, so I'm not too worried about laying knifeless on everything. I'm actually just gonna gently cut over and score the material to actually wrap this. It's gonna make it a little bit easier on me since it is such a crazy fender itself. But the first inlay that I'm gonna start working on is this one here in this general area. And you wanna do your inlays first, just because if you do them after, they're not gonna look as good. And not only that, let's say Jacob wants to wash his car and he starts rubbing, soap or whatever all over this part. The fact that those edges are going to be exposed and not wrapped over, it's just going to make it a little more difficult for this to make sure that it lasts as long as it should last. And then after that inlay, we're going to probably do these here, and then probably do one here, one up here, and there's a piece that sits in here, so I'm not too worried about this one, but I'll probably do a inlay there still just in case it doesn't fit perfectly. Especially when we have these not OEM fenders and stuff like that, you want to make sure that everything's covered up and it doesn't show the color through. So material's laid now. What I'm actually doing is I sat the material on top of it. I'm heating it up to get basically all the tension out. Just a little technique that I like to use, especially when we're wrapping anything that has primer. Something that's not paint, you don't really want to be lifting and placing it down a lot. So I'm trying to use all the techniques that I know to wrap this as like easily as possible. But I mean, so far it looks great. So. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. All I gotta do now is put the little vents back in, but pretty much this is all wrapped. It was probably about 10 different pieces, but it all looks fluid and it all looks really good. You guys can see all the body lines, it looks super clean. And not only that, this thing's gonna last just as long as the rest of the wrap. So shout out to my boy Jacob. I'm gonna start working on the other one, and I guess we'll see you guys in the next video.
Rap God.
Rap God.
Rap. Ow! Fuck you, bro. Ow! 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 You actually punched me. Ow!
He's like, punch me. Ow! Yo, you gave me the chills, dude. What are you doing in my car?
Oh yeah, don't forget to put that in the vlog.
You okay?
Ow! Look at that, turning red.
Let me see. Does it hurt?
No. Ow!
I wipe my with this.